bright and sunshiny day. Hey,
Come on.
it's funny. A person has a person by the thumb, by the finger, and taking her to her babies. Literally dragging her to her babies.
I'll come up the ladder. I will. I'll come up. Here, you go up. You go up, Mommy will go up. I'm coming. I'm coming.
And the woman went on up a ladder, and she has to go see her babies.
What is it? What is the mama's one?
Yeah. Aww. Oh, do you have babies up there or what?
Yes.
Oh, she showed her her nest. I guess she took care of the squirrel, and yeah, she took care of the squirrel. I had to see it. I'm sorry. I guess she took care of the squirrel because it wasn't whatever. Okay. Let us see the stories we're reading today. Yay, Noah's Ark. Yes. Noah's Ark, man. I love Noah's Ark. Scotty, where have you been, young man? Or woman? Wait, what are you? I forget. Where have you been? Oh, by the way, hi. Is everything okay? Were you mad at me for something? If so, tell me. You're a man. Okay, just double checking. Because I was talking to a person one time online for a long time. Well, in things, and I said, wait a minute, are you a man or woman? Says, I'm never gonna tell you. You should have known. I'm like, no. Oh, Scotty, don't do that. Oh, are you doing better? I already had breakfast. Got up, took my meds, took the dog out for potty, got my iced coffee and my breakfast. I wanted Cheerios, but I needed protein, so I put cottage cheese on top instead of milk. Man, that was too much. That's okay. I'll have. I already know what I'm having for lunch, so. Mac and cheese and green beans. Gotta put a vegetable in there. Are you okay now, Scotty? Well, I lost a friend. I think I lost him to depression. Uh, June 26th, he died. I noticed the depression. It says if you, I meant to I meant to talk to him about it. It's just, then I didn't see him for a little bit. I says, well, maybe he's taking time off. And then I find out he died, so. Oh, wow. So did you find a ladder and get out? Or trying to? Let's say, where is Scotty? I didn't know how to contact you or nothing. talking to myself here. Well, you're out of it right now, or you're on your way out of it. So you'll be okay. Just follow. Just pray to Jehovah. Let me start this again. Pray to Jehovah for guidance. He'll lead you. Okay. Our Father in the heavens, let your name be sanctified, and stay here. Don't leave. Let your kingdom come. Let your will take place, as in heaven, also on earth. Give us today our bread for this day, and forgive us our debts, as we also have forgiven our debtors. And do not bring us into temptation, but deliver us from the wicked one. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Thank you, Jehovah, for another beautiful day on your beautiful earth, and thank you for allowing us to wake up today. And thank you for what you did for us in the past, present, and what you will do for us in the future. I really appreciate everything you have done for us, Jehovah. Thank you so much. And please help. I love Scotland here. Guide him in the right path to happiness and health. Continue to help Nessa. She is really sick right now. She was able to eat yesterday a little bit. She had a severe allergic to something, and they do not know what. But she's doing better. Please continue to help her. Also help her shoulder as well. Pain in my leg. Ow. Jehovah, take the pain away. Oh. Continue to help Jenny. She's not doing well either. I don't know what's wrong with her. She's always sick and she can't keep nothing down. And I'm afraid what it is. So, continue to help Robin with her multiple ailments, as well as Sarah and Jess with their multiple ailments, such as migraines. Both of them have migraines. Jess has several autoimmune disorders. Please help them, give them the physical mental strength to get through it, and so let all their ailments go dormant and just disappear. And bless both their families. Tate, Cindy Lee, King Charles, Jack Griffith, Joe Biden, Michael Bolton, Rick Flair. Please help them. They all have cancers, different stages, different kinds. Please give them physical and mental strength to get through it. Please cure them. Celine Dion, please take her stiff person syndrome away from her. Get rid of the pain and the seizures. Once again, Sarah and Jess with their ultimate ailments, please bless them and everything. Let them sleep well so they can do the things they want to during the day and do the things they have to do. Jess, Tiffany, Robin Taylor, Miss Diane and daughters, Arnie, Vicky and family, Carol and mom. Please help them all. In Jesus' name, amen. I woke up so early, like 3:30. Yeah, so I just laid around until, well, she had to go potty. So that was a good excuse to take the provider off my BiPAP machine. So I took that off, took her outside and laid back down and didn't put it back on. That was at 4 something. Like, yeah, that's soon enough. I usually take it off at 5. And if I go back to sleep for 2.5 more hours, then fine. Oh didn't do. Oh, I'm gonna have to do like 3 verse of the days. I forgot. Had a heart. Oh, what a day the other day. Daily text, July 3rd, 2025, Thursday. Let us consider one another, encouraging one another. Hebrews chapter 10, verses 24 and 25. And let us consider one another so as to incite to love and fine works, not forsaking our meeting together, as some have the custom, but encouraging one another, and all the more so as you see the day drawing nearer. Why do we attend congregation meetings? Primarily to praise Jehovah. Psalms chapter 26, verse 12 reads, My foot is standing on level ground in the great congregation. I will praise Jehovah. Chapter 111, verse 1, Praise Jah. I will praise Jehovah with all my heart in the assembled group of upright ones and in the congregation. We also attend meetings so that we can encourage one another during these difficult times. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 11 reads, Therefore keep encouraging one another and building one another up, just as you are in fact doing. When we raise our hand and give a comment, we contribute toward both of these objectives. But when commenting, we may face challenges. We may feel anxious about commenting, or we may keenly desire to participate but are not called on as often as we would like. Are they describing me? How can we deal with these challenges? The Apostle Paul said that we should focus on encouraging one another when we realize that others in the audience can be encouraged by even a simple expression of our faith. We will feel better about volunteering to comment, and if we are not called on often, we can be happy that others in the congregation will have the opportunity to comment. That is so true. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 8 reads, Finally, all of you have unity of mind, fellow feeling, brotherly affection, tender compassion, and humility. Yes. Guess what? Guess what? The stories we are reading, it's in the title. Noah's Ark, Lesson 5, Noah's Ark. Hey, I love Noah's Ark. Lesson 5, Noah's Ark. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yep. I love doing them. Oh, sorry. There we go. There we go. In time, there came to be many people on the earth. Most of them were bad. Even some of the angels in heaven became bad. They left their home in heaven and came down to the earth. Do you know why they did that? So that they could take on human bodies and marry women. Oh boy. The angels and the women had sons together. Their sons grew up to be very strong and became bullies. They hurt people. Jehovah could not let those things continue to happen. So he decided to destroy the bad people in the flood. But there was a man who was different. He loved Jehovah. His name was Noah. He had a wife and 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And each of his sons had a wife. Jonah told Noah to build a big ark so that he and his family could survive the flood. An ark is a huge. Listen to me. Listen to this. Because it describes what the ark is. An ark is a huge box that can float on water. Jehovah also told Noah to bring many animals the ark, inside the ark, so that they could survive too. Noah immediately started building the ark. It took Noah and his family about 50 years to build it. Oh my gosh, that's a long time. They built the ark exactly as Jehovah told them to. During that time, Noah warned the people about the flood, but no one listened to him. Finally, it was time to go in the ark. Let's find out what happened next. Well, here's something to read. Just as the days of Noah were, so the presence of the Son of Man will be. That's from Matthew 24:37. Question. Who's going to answer this? Why did Jehovah decide to bring the flood? Why did Jehovah decide to bring the flood? Let's see who paid attention. Okay. No one's going to answer? Well, he brought the flood because of all the sin and bad people on earth. He wanted to get rid of them. What instructions did Jehovah give Noah? To build an ark and bring his family in there, and animals too of every kind. Yep. Now, lesson 6: 8 survive into a new world. Noah, his family, and the animals went into the ark. Jehovah closed the door and it began to rain. It rained so much that the ark started to float. Eventually, the whole earth was covered with water outside the ark. All the bad people died, but Noah and his family were safe inside. Can you imagine how glad they were that they had obeyed Jehovah? Yes. Rain poured down for 40 days and 40 nights, and then it stopped. Slowly the water went down. Finally, the ark settled on the mountains, but there was still a lot of water everywhere. So Noah and his family could not leave the ark right away. Little by little, the water dried up. Although Noah and his family were inside the ark for more than a year, then Jehovah told them that they could go out of the ark into what seemed like a new world. They were very thankful that Jehovah had saved them, and they showed it by making an offering to Jehovah. Jehovah was so happy with the offering, he promised that he would never again destroy everything on the earth in the flood. He would never flood the entire earth at once. So he can do separate floods. He made the first rainbow appear in the sky. Have you ever seen a rainbow? Yes. Then Jehovah told Noah and his family to have children and fill the earth. So who's your great-grandfather? Noah. In the new system and things, I get to meet Noah. I'm cool. Matthew chapter 24, 38 and 39 reads, Noah entered into the ark. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me say the same, then I'll read the passage. Sorry. Noah entered into the ark. The people took no note until the flood came and swept them all away. Oh, wow. Yeah. Now I'll read it. Matthew chapter 24, 38 and 39. For as they were in those days before the flood, eating and drinking, men marrying and women being given in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and they took no note until the flood came and swept them all away. So the presence of the Son of Man will be. What happened after Jehovah closed the door of the ark? Well, it started raining, right, for 40 days and 40 nights. What should a rainbow mean to us? What should a rainbow remind us of? Sorry. That it's a promise from Jehovah that he will not flood the entire earth ever again. And he don't go back on his word. Nope. And here's passages to read. Genesis chapter 7, 1 through chapter 9 through 17. So we're just going to sit back and listen to these chapters.
Chapter 7. After that, Jehovah said to Noah, Go into the ark, you and all your household, because you are the one I have found to be righteous before me among this generation. You must take with you every kind of clean animal by sevens, the male and its mate, and of every animal that is not clean, just two, the male and its mate. Also of the flying creatures of the sky by sevens, male and female, to preserve their offspring alive over all the earth. For in just 7 days I will make it rain on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights. And I will wipe from the surface of the ground every living thing that I have made. Then Noah did everything that Jehovah had commanded him. Noah was 600 years old when the flood waters came upon the earth. So Noah, along with his sons, his wife, and his sons' wives, went into the ark ahead of the flood waters. Of every clean animal, and of every animal that is not clean, and of the flying creatures, and of everything that moves on the ground, they went inside the ark to Noah by twos, male and female, just as God had commanded Noah. And 7 days later, the flood waters came upon the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the second month, on the 17th day of the month, on that day, all the springs of the vast watery deep burst open, and the floodgates of the heavens were opened, and the rain poured down on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights. On that very day, Noah went into the ark, along with his sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and his wife, and the 3 wives of his sons. They went in with every wild animal according to its kind, and every domestic animal according to its kind, and every creeping animal of the earth according to its kind, and every flying creature according to its kind, every bird, every winged creature. They kept going to Noah inside the ark, 2 by 2, of every sort of flesh that has the breath of life. So they went in, male and female, of every sort of flesh, just as God had commanded him. After that, Jehovah shut the door behind him. The flooding continued for 40 days on the earth, and the waters kept increasing and began carrying the ark, and it was floating high above the earth. The waters became overwhelming and kept increasing greatly upon the earth, but the ark floated on the surface of the waters. The waters overwhelmed the earth so greatly that all the tall mountains under the whole heavens were covered. the waters rose up to 15 cubits above the mountains. So all living creatures that were moving on the earth perished. The flying creatures, the domestic animals, the wild animals, the swarming creatures, and all mankind. Everything on dry land that had the breath of life in its nostrils died.
Oh.
So he wiped every living thing from the surface of the earth, including man, animals, creeping animals, and the flying creatures of the sky. They were all wiped off the earth. Only Noah and those with him in the ark survived. And the waters continued overwhelming the earth for 150 days. Chapter 8. But God gave attention to Noah and to all the wild animals and domestic animals that were with him in the ark. And God caused a wind to blow over the earth, and the waters began to subside. The springs of the watery deep and the floodgates of the heavens were stopped up, so the rain from the heavens stopped falling. Then the waters began to recede progressively from the earth. By the end of 150 days, the waters had subsided. In the 7th month, on the 17th day of the month, the ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat, and the waters were steadily decreasing until the 10th month. In the 10th month, on the 1st of the month, the tops of the mountains appeared. So at the end of 40 days, Noah opened the window that he had made in the ark and sent out a raven. It continued flying outside and returning until the waters dried off the earth. Later, he sent out a dove to see whether the waters had receded from the surface of the ground. The dove did not find any resting place to perch, so it returned to him into the ark, because the waters were still covering the surface of the whole earth. So he reached his hand out and brought it inside the ark. He waited 7 more days, and once again he sent out the dove from the ark. When the dove came to him toward evening, he saw that there was a freshly plucked olive leaf in its bill. So Noah knew that the waters had receded from the earth. He waited still another 7 days. Then he sent out the dove, but it did not return to him anymore. Now in the 601st year, in the 1st month, on the 1st day of the month, the waters had drained from the earth. And Noah removed the covering of the ark and saw that the surface of the ground was drying. In the 2nd month, on the 27th day of the month, the earth had dried off. God now said to Noah, "Go out of the ark, you, your wife, your sons, and your sons' wives. Bring out with you all the living creatures of every sort of flesh, of the flying creatures, and of the animals, and of all the creeping animals of the earth, that they may multiply on the earth, and be..."
Sorry. Oh, stop. I kept pressing it, it wouldn't stop.
"and become many on the earth."
Oh,
So
no.
Noah went out, together with his sons, his wife, and his sons' wives. Every living creature, every creeping animal, and every flying creature, everything that moves on the earth, went out of the ark by families. Then Noah built an altar to Jehovah, and took some of all the clean animals and of all the clean flying creatures, and offered burnt offerings on the altar. And Jehovah began to smell a pleasing aroma. So Jehovah said in his heart, "Never again will I curse the ground on man's account, for the inclination of the heart of man is bad from his youth up. And never again will I strike down every living thing as I have done. From now on, the earth will never cease to have seed sowing and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, and day and night." Chapter 9. God went on to bless Noah and his sons, and to say to them, "Be fruitful, and become many, and fill the earth. A fear of you and a terror of you will continue upon every living creature of the earth, and upon every flying creature of the heavens, upon everything that moves on the ground, and upon all the fish of the sea. They are now given into your hand. Every moving animal that is alive may serve as food for you. Just as I gave you the green vegetation, I give them all to you. Only flesh with its life, its blood, you must not eat. Besides that, I will demand an accounting for your lifeblood. I will demand an accounting from every living creature, and from each man I will demand an accounting for the life of his brother. Anyone shedding man's blood, by man will his own blood be shed, for in God's image he made man. As for you, be fruitful and become many, and increase abundantly on the earth, and multiply. Then God said to Noah and to his sons with him, I am now establishing my covenant with you, and with your offspring after you, and with every living creature that is with you, the birds, the animals, and all the living creatures of the earth with you, all those that came out of the ark, every living creature of the earth. Yes, I establish my covenant with you. Never again will all flesh be destroyed by the waters of a flood, and never again will a flood bring the earth to ruin. And God added, This is the sign of the covenant that I am making between me and you, and every living creature that is with you, for all future generations. I put my rainbow in the cloud, and it will serve as a sign of the covenant between me and the earth. Whenever I bring a cloud over the earth, then the rainbow will certainly appear in the cloud. And I will certainly remember my covenant that I made between me and you, and every living creature of every kind. And never again will the waters become a flood to destroy all flesh. And the rainbow will occur in the cloud, and I will certainly see it, and remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of every kind on the earth. God repeated to Noah, This is the sign of the covenant that I establish between me and all flesh that is on the earth.
Okay, that's it. Yep, that is it. And I will see you later during regular coloring or whatever I decide to do. Love, don't judge. Until next time, my jelly beans. Peace.